1, 2, 3. What's going on, guys? My name is Jordan Reyes and welcome to my channel. And today we got something exciting. I'm lying. We're gonna do my mom's oil change. You know, doing her oil change, helping her save some quick cash, and we're gonna do that. The girls are here with me. They are over there. They're not distracting me right now, so that's all that matters. But we're gonna get started with this oil change. Kind of like stress relieving for me. I like working on cars. It's pretty fun for me. Let's get started. Let's start with this oil change. So first of all, what I like to do, you remove the oil filter cap, which is right here. And some of the basic tools that we're gonna need is an oil filter remover, socket set, and then oil and the oil filter, and that's pretty much it. That's all you pretty much need. Now, let's get started, guys. I'm gonna go underneath the truck. We already took off the oil cap, and let's get underneath the truck. So shout out to my beautiful mother for buying me this to make my life a little bit easier. Thank you, Mom. Alright, guys, so we're on this little board thing and we're gonna go underneath right now. I have a 14 socket and I have a 3/8 ratchet. Okay, guys, so we're underneath the truck and that is your drain bolt. This right here is the oil filter housing. Alright, guys, so we loosened this bolt right here and now we're gonna drain the oil. We're gonna have the oil pan right here. And then now we just gotta loosen it up. There we go. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my. Oh my god, this is horrible. I knew I was missing something. I forgot to take off the drain plug for it to drain. It's draining slowly. Horrible. Horrible. This has gone wrong. Horrible. I actually forgot to remove that plug thing. This is definitely my fault. We're draining the oil for now. That's good. We still gotta clean up this mess. Alright, guys, so now what we're gonna do is screw on that little drain bolt that we took off. Alright, so what we're gonna do is just screw this on right here and just hand tighten it for now, and we're gonna wipe all that up so we can tighten that up a little bit more. You should put those kids on the leash. Guys, so now you can clean up the little area, the little drain bolt, so you can just make sure it's all nice and clean as best as you possibly can. We're gonna tighten that bolt down. We're gonna tighten that bolt down. Not too tight, but just snug. Just clean up the little area. And now we're gonna remove this whole housing right here. Right now, we're gonna inspect the oil filter, make sure it looks around the right size and we have all the parts and components that we need. So this is my grandpa here. Y con ellos vamos a hacerle una entrevista a usted y mi abuela.
Okay,
So pretty much we have this is to drain the oil inside the oil filter housing. So remember how that housing is like this, and it has like a little 3/8 notch in there, and that 3/8 notch, you unscrew it and you stick this in there to drain the oil that's inside the housing. So it goes like this and it drains all the oil from the housing of the filter. And this is the filter. These are the O-rings. This O-ring right here goes inside that little drain plug where you stick this in. And then this O-ring, this bigger O-ring, goes around the actual housing itself. Subscribe.
Okay.
Subscribe.
Subscribe?
Yeah, subscribe.
Subscribe.
To our channel.
Yeah.
Stick this in here. Make sure it's all the way in. Alright, so pretty much we broke it. And now we take it off slowly. Make sure that your oil pan is right here. So now we're gonna take this off, unscrew it. A little oil should come out, nothing too crazy. Okay, in this case not much came out, but it did on the cap. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong right now. Alright, so you grab this piece. There's a hole right there. We're gonna make sure it's underneath the oil pan, and now this is gonna drain all the oil. So you gotta stick that in and be very, very careful. There we go. There's enough oil in there to like make a spill. Even though it doesn't really matter because we pretty much spilled all over. We just gotta wait until this drains out completely. And then we'll begin to remove the oil filter housing. Okay, so now we're gonna remove this little nipple. There we go. We're gonna clean it up. So now I grab this little piece. We screw it back on here. Like so. by hand, of course. Now, we tighten this to the point where it's just snug. All right, guys, now that this is snug, we can use that oil filter remover tool, which is something like this. Preferably, I try to get it without these notches, but this is the only thing that they had available. It goes around the housing. I play with it. There we go. So now it's sitting on there real nice. Look, see how it's not sitting snug right now? But now it is. That's what you want to watch out for. So now that you broke it loose, you want to just unscrew it slowly. Okay, so now that you broke this loose, make sure that your oil pan is at the bottom just in case some oil does drip off of there. So enough to remove it by hand and just be very, very careful. There we go. See? And this is how pretty much it comes without removing the oil filter. It was messy, so I removed it in the oil pan. So pretty much you're gonna grab this little piece right here, this rubber seal here, this one, and this one is pretty much trash. We're gonna rip open the new seal, which is this one. I'm gonna put it on here. And you gotta make sure it's in that groove right there. Not on this one, not the second one, but this one right here. Because that's where it fits, and that's where it's supposed to go. You grab the oil filter, stick it in here, and pop it in. There we go. Once you see the empty filter housing, I like to clean that part up before I put the brand new oil filter. Make sure that everything's nice and clean before you put everything back together, because it could cause a leak or even debris going in there. You grab the new oil filter housing and then stick it in there. Tighten it as much as we can by hand. Make sure there's not a lot of play, and that's what you want. Alright guys, now that this housing is nice and settled in, that is pretty much done. And we have our drain bolt here. You gotta make sure that that's pretty good. We like to double check our work. Now we come to the top part of the engine. There's a mess down there. We're gonna have to remove the truck and most likely power wash the bottom after we're done doing this. We have the oil filter cap. I always like to set it here so we know that we need to put oil in this thing. This is where you pour the oil. Now we gotta fill this up with oil. We're gonna check how many quarts it is.
Okay, pour the oil on the thing.
Now guys, something that your dad didn't teach you, I'm gonna teach you today. I'm gonna teach you how to pour oil. Though instead of pouring it like this, no, you grab it from sideways and now you pour it in like this. See how easy and smooth that comes out?
The little cart are $9, almost $10.
So basically what I make in a week, my mom paid for this oil change. No oil gone to waste. See how it moves? I don't know if you guys can see it, but you want to avoid that because it can cause spillage. If your dad didn't teach you, I'm teaching you today, guys. I never had a dad.
You missed the truck.
Okay, I got you. There we go. We got 2 more quarts to go. Also, guys, just a reminder for anybody who needs to hear this: like and subscribe. You grab the oil cap, you screw it back on. You gotta turn on the car and let it run for about 5 seconds, and then you check the dipstick. Put the keys in the ignition, and you gotta turn it on for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now turn it off. Use the oil dipstick, which is this one. You pull it out and make sure that the oil is actually between the 2 dots or the 2 lines. Wait, you're not done yet. So this is the last and final thing that you guys have to do. You have to reset your maintenance light. So you turn on the car and all these lights glow up, but one stays on, which is this one right here, the maintenance light. It says maintenance required, and I'm gonna show you right now how to reset it on a Toyota. You turn it off, push this one down, hold it, and then you turn on the ignition, but do not turn on the car. And you're gonna get 3 little lines. And it should reset back to the mileage, and all you gotta do is turn on the ignition. Then the light is gone. I wanted to post a video of what I do like on my typical Saturdays. So guys, if you like videos like this, like and subscribe. You want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe. Now guys, this is it for me, and I will see y'all next time.